Hi everyone, my name is Leonor from Leonor Reacts. I am here with you sharing this wonderful new Saturday. Looking forward to Sunday and this new week coming ahead. I know it's been a week of, at least for me, and I'm sure that maybe for some of you, of learning to how people are, what they really think about you. Making hard decisions of where we want to be, where we want to surround ourselves with, and the vibe and the energy we want to keep during the day and for the rest of the week. And we learn that by just observing, even on social media, the way people express themselves about others. There's no competition, at least not in my world. I don't need to compete against nobody but my own self to get better, to learn more, to grow in my faith. And that's what this channel is about. Welcome to Leonor Reacts. I react to what I've learned, what I see. I don't offend anybody. I think we are too grown. This channel actually is for grown-ups, not for children. To learn about your faith and how it had helped you in any situation whatsoever. And it's what I have learning lately and daily about my faith. It gives me joy to share it with you all. So with that being said, that's what Leonor Reacts is about. And I also go to thrift stores, antique stores to do my purchases. I purchase from here, from the YouTube, different communities, and most of them are just wonderful. You know, it's wonderful. And I love watching different channels like Dawn's, Johnny. I love every morning what he brings to all his channel members and his community and his subscribers, because it's very respectful, and that's what I love to have around me. And I like to hear, to cheer me up for the rest of the week and learning about different people. Jennifer Haynes, I love you so much, girl. You know, because we all live and learn, and we could cheer up and have fun and enjoy, but in a respectful way. Everything has to be done respectfully. And it's raining real bad, guys. I love that rain sound. And yes, so what I do is every Saturday I upload a video about the verses and what I have learned and the situations that I confronted that week. So yes, I'm gonna be reacting, and I have been reacting. Have you noticed, like for the past 3 months, about everything, and I bring it to the table and I bring it to you to share with me. And you know what? Every time you guys comment about your situations, it helps me, and I'm sure it helps others here to grow in their own personal life. Because sometimes we think we are by ourselves, but we're not. We are not. There's others going through it, and they see, some do see what you see. You know, we share that magic and the knowledge and that power that we have, that I have my power, because I'm a highest daughter. So of course I'm gonna have a unique special gift, like each one of you. So I know you have your faith, and I know you grow up with so much love and joy in yours, and that brings me joy to hear about it. Because even though we believe in different things, we are still humans, and we still are a person, and we still deserve respect, right? But it's good to share with you all about everything. So I just want to say, be careful out here, be careful out there, be careful outside. Like I always say, there's always all eyes on me and all eyes on you. So we got to be very careful of the choices and the words we use, because even in a comment, you know who will be throwing a direct hit, if you know what I'm saying. There's just a lot of, it takes a lot of guts to come here and just do a video, but you know what, I love doing what I do, and I'm glad you are here. And I will also share the channels and the wonderful ladies and gentlemen that are here sharing with us, and those that are growing and becoming and doing their own channels. Like I said, there shouldn't be no competition. I share links in some of these wonderful jewelry community channels, and as they allow me to, and if you don't see me in some channels, maybe I don't have to share links there no more, but it's not because of that I'm not there. I'm not there because I'm very busy. I'm a grandmother, and I got 5, but 4 of them that me and my daughter run around all week long, and even on the weekends for their mommies to work and keep studying and become more for them to provide for the children. So we are like this. We are very tight. So we only trust each other. So that's why we are on hands on the kids and help each other in all we can. And I love it. And I love it because what better person than ourselves to keep ourselves grounded and motivating each other and being there for each other. It's awesome. And I'm not gonna wait for that. And thank you, Lord. Thank you. I'm very thankful. Hold on. I had to pause real quick and do a quick prayer to continue and bring the righteousness word. Some of us can be made fun of because of what we do and how we say things and how we speak or how we talk or how we look. Pay no mind. You know who you are. I know who I am. So that don't matter. That don't matter. And it's just coming along. It's because maybe somebody's thinking about it. You are allowed to express yourself with every respect that everyone deserves, and you deserve. You deserve to be in your channel doing what you love the most, as long as you do it respectfully. We're not harming anybody. Finding peace and well-being. And the reason I was talking about that is because, look, this was done 8/17/25. So it wasn't done yesterday. This was done last Sunday, to be exact. And yeah, I've been writing since then every day. And I'm already writing for 8/20. So today's the 23rd. So yeah, I've done that. That was done already. And I think there's always a purpose why I was wrong to that particular finding, because I think we all need peace and well-being. At the end of the day, it don't matter what anybody does or try to say out there. You know who you are and what you do and what you bring to the table and what is your intention, and you know people's intentions. You know how people approach you even in a comment. When they try to put you against other, when they try to shade you or belittle you, only smart people will see that they're doing that to others. And that's when I'm like, I'll remove myself. I don't like that. I like to be where there's peace, where there's calm, because my weekly life is chaos. Like, we got kids running around, taking them to school, feeding them or whatever. And I'm not deflating whatsoever. I'm just saying what a human being does go through. So when we come here to YouTube, we come here for an escape. There's a lot of people that have lost and a family member very dear to them. That's what they hear, not only to buy. I'm sure that most of them come even to comfort, and they see you as a comfort area. I mean, we're not here to to be a therapist or whatever, but you know what, we do serve a lot of individuals here with love and kindness, because that moment they probably needed you to say something positive that's maybe not being said in their personal life outside YouTube or Facebook or whatever social media they be using. That's why it's very important to me to keep my channel as respectful and positive as possible. And if I've seen anything negative, I would delete it. I don't need the algorithm of shadiness and belittling people. I need the algorithm of love and kindness. And if that takes only one person that stays here with me, then so be it. I had prayed a lot for me to have everything that I have daily. And And I'm not talking about money wise, a lot of things. I'm talking about the simple things in life, which is health, love, my husband, my children, my grandchildren near, my daughters to be safe and sound and to be protected from any evilness from the streets, and my son. That I be protected in front of me, my ancestors behind me and right besides me, and my faith through my Lord and what keeps me growing. And I love Gina's Glass. I love her because she brings that. She brings me, when I'm in her channel, it's fun and it's done in a respectful way. Johnny, like I was mentioning, the videos, I love when he starts the morning with his subscribers and his channel members, and who, because it takes time. It takes to grow a channel, it takes time. And you as an individual, you grow your channel. People sharing your links and sharing you out there helps, but it's us individually that grow our channels. No, give yourself credit for that you grow your channel little by little. There's people that will use others to regain what they have, but in my case, I little by little, showing who I am, who I truthfully am. I don't choose sizes, I don't choose channels. I just go to everybody's channels, and if it's respectful, and then I stay. I want that. I like that. And when they talk the truth, and when they share life, and when they share the good connection of the earth. I love crystals. I love, oh my gosh, Dandies. I miss you so much. I miss Dandies. She's very well loved in this community too. She's a wonderful. Her spirit just she just hyped the moment. So I like that. And we have Laura Designs, Laura, and she is wonderful too. She makes she's very special. Like, she will do beautiful wind chimes and use her talent to bring us joy in our homes. You guys could go to Designs Laura. And then I mentioned Gina's. And there's Beth, the Total Show, Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. There's Jen Gems. She's going to be tomorrow, Sunday, at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we got Tanya, Majority Addiction, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're missing Elizabeth. Elizabeth is in a hospital still. She had a major surgery, and you guys share her in my post, in my community post, her story of a decision that she had to make. And we have seen her. I have seen her for 5 years, and I knew about her through Thelma Thrift, and I love Elizabeth. I also share links and moderate. That's what they call it, moderator. I call myself, the share link. I call myself. I just try to hit or share up people and do what they ask in each channel, and I love Elizabeth, and I thank the Lord that Carlos there, her husband, to help her through it, and it hasn't been easy for her. She had lost her vision at some point. You guys know that story. And she's Makeup Zombie. Please, anyone, I shared her email, which is her PayPal email. So if you guys want to donate anything, please, you guys could do that. That's giving back to one of our wonderful people here in the community. And that's why if you haven't seen Elizabeth, it's because of that. I shared in my community post a lot of wonderful things that it's not shading anybody and throwing shade on no one. It's good information and good people that you could go to. And today is them or me, and tomorrow could be you. We will never know how we're gonna end up. Tomorrow is not a promise. So please enjoy life every day. Make the best of it. There's no time for belittling nobody and making anybody feel that they gotta be in a competition with another person, or in the background sending the wrong messages so people stay away from other people. That that people has nothing to do with anything that you are going through in your personal life. Like if you got the guts to do that, you're a very nasty person. Like there's no need for that. And I had to say it. Like I said, I'm Leonor Reacts for a reason, and I'm gonna share my platform and whatever I need to do to bring any type of awareness, whichever awareness is gonna be. And with that being said, in finding peace, we got Jen Gems, right? We got Beth, the Total Shell. We have Tanya. And I already said about Elizabeth. The reason I retried right now is because I have to mention somebody else that I just forgot. And I don't, we got Laura, we got Gina, and Hey, I already mentioned Johnny Jones, Jennifer Hayes. She's a wonderful person. We have Butterroll, we have Anitra, Eastby, we have Cindy Lowe's, which I'm going to share what I had acquired from her last, which is this beautiful Victorian journal that I love so much. I have to share this with you all. Hopefully I will not go too much, but you know what, I'm sharing good stuff. We have Karen Montreal, Karen Montreal, and we have a lot of wonderful people, a lot of wonderful, we got T Jury with T and Lee, and of course Jen Gems and Jen and Joe, Kirsten, Red Resale. There's a lot of people that are very good and kind. Bruce and Dennis and their moderator Mama Chola. You see, there's no reason of competition of anything. Everybody brings to the table something. Everybody's here in YouTube land. Tanya's been here for a long time. So has Delma and all these OGs and Deborah and the jury. And we have the jury nurse, like I was saying, and we have Elizabeth K. And there's a lot of wonderful Mama Juju. She makes her crafting. I love going to her channel because it's relaxing. Me watching everyone talking in their channels, it's just amazing. It's very relaxing watching these journals become to life, because at least me, I request mine as I what I want to write in them, my story, so I could leave it behind for my children. And that's a way of supporting other channels too, just like with the jewelry community, is supporting their channels and does, bringing the best of it. And there's also Raven Chess dog there. And we have Kimberly from Southern California Vintage. We had Jen the Panda. We had Gina Gay. And the list goes on and on, guys. And this is from Kimberly, Soho, California Vintage. These feathers. And of course, this is my wonderful cuff. And I have acquired Melly Jewelry Box is a wonderful lady too. Like, there's so many wonderful, beautiful resellers and content creators like Jen B, like Wendy Wolf Walker. Like, I love her. Wendy, it's very we never share any emails or nothing. Everything has been through her channel. So I just want to get that out of the way. Wendy never and I, but we share our energies. And this is from her channel. Thank you, Wendy Wolf Walker. These are gonna look so amazing with my copper, of course, jewelry. And then we have Leslie, Black Dog Vintage, on Saturdays, today Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Vintage and Vino. And we have on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You see, we have a lot of wonderful. There's so many. I don't want to stay without saying one. And let's see now. So besides jewelry, I shared the gospel. So I could start my week and reflect on everything that I have learned. So the Bible speaks extensively about peace and well-being, often linking them to faith, righteousness, on God's presence. Several passages emphasize finding peace through faith in Jesus Christ. taking refuge in God and living righteousness. The specific verses include John 14:27, Philippians 4:7, and Romans 14:9, and Psalm 29:11. Peace through faith in Jesus Christ. The Bible often connects inner peace with faith in Jesus. John 14:27 says, assures believers that Christ's peace is a gift, and it is, that surpasses worldly understanding, offering comfort and security, finding rest in God. It's Matthew 11:28, encourages those who are weary and burdened to come to Jesus Christ and for rest, highlighting the importance of relying on God's strength and guidance. How amazing, right? And this is the finding peace and well-being. The scriptures has everything you need. It has protection. It has for you to understand the living, the peace, the shadiness, anything to growth, to be more kind to others, and the meaning of each one of those. The Bible suggests that living a righteous life characterized by love, kindness, and justice leads to a greater sense of well-being and peace. Seeking God's presence. In Psalm 29:11 speaks of God giving strength and blessing to his people with peace, emphasizing the importance of seeking God's presence, of security and well-being. And the scriptures also has the overcoming of anxiety. And guess what? It's there. Like, you guys look for it in Philippians 4:6-7. It says, advises believers to turn to prayer and thanksgiving in times of anxiety and trusting in him. Trust in God. That God's peace will guard their hearts and minds. Shalom. The Hebrew word shalom, often translated as peace, encompasses a broader sense of well-being, including health, prosperity, and wholeness. Like the wholeness. Living in harmony, Romans 12:18, encourages believers to live peacefully with everyone as much as possible. I know it's very hard to live peacefully around others, but you make that choice. I make my choice where I want to be, who I want to surround myself with, to maintain at least as much peace around me as possible, and to retain my energy and my power. That's mine. I'm not going to give that away to anybody. Fruits of the spirits. Galatians 5:22 lists peace as one of the fruits of the spirit, suggesting that is a natural outcome of living in accordance with God's will. The verses offer a glimpse into a biblical understanding of peace and well-being, emphasizing that the true peace comes from a relationship with God at a commitment to live in accordance with the principles. And remember, you are entitled to your opinion in a good faith manner and respectful. You're entitled to surround yourself with whoever you want to. You don't let others tell you what to do with your life and where to belong and where to be and who to share with. That's on you. So with that being said, thank you for watching Leona Reacts. And I got so many things to share about the next one. Like it's gonna be it's gonna be a talk. Maybe not for everybody, but for those of us that look for the truth and how really people are, and that, things will come to the light. They will show themselves. They do show themselves. And if you want something, just ask for it. I think that people are being put against each other for no reason. If a person hasn't done nothing to you personally, why you should have that person as an enemy? Don't do that, And if you're not noticing that it's a certain person causing this, it's something wrong where people are just not showing up. So with that being said, thank you for watching Leona Reacts. I love you all. Please be kind. Be kind in my comments below, because you will be deleted and taken out and be reported. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Big hug.